Hello everybody, welcome back by a new video, and today it's time for something new, and that is that I'm going to show all my bulbs I have for street lights, so low pressure sodium, mercury vapor and all that kind of bulbs. I'm going to split it in multiple parts. We are going to start with low pressure sodium, and then I don't know the exact way, but mercury vapor, high pressure sodium, PLL, fluorescence and all those kinds of bulbs. Because I never really went in any detail about them, and I've shown them, but not in detail, so that's basically what we are going to do now. So it's time to start with the first box, and that is my low pressure sodium 66 and 90 watt collection. I do have more upstairs, but those are basically the same as that are here. There are some brand new ones in there, but most of them are used. So I picked out some random ones, and let's start with this one. This is actually low pressure sodium 90 watt, but it's in a 60 watt, 66 watt sleeve. And here's the actual bulb itself. It's quite big. It's not the biggest size. There are two bigger sizes of it, but it uses 90 watt. And let's look at the sleeve. Here we have the sleeve, just 66 watt on there, even though there's 90 watt in there. It's indeed an energy saving bulb, the rotation, and some warnings. But you need the right ballasts and stuff for this. Then we have 66 watt, actually 66 watt this time, in a newer Philips sleeve. And here we have it, nice. It's equally as big as 90 watt. And this is all the same, this is the same. This is the only different thing that's on here, except for the color of the package. An actual energy label, which shows that it's actually really good for the environment. It's a bit of an energy saver actually. Then we have 90 watt, which this one has been used, but it all still works. Like these have quite a long work time. You can see that it's 90 watt at the red socket it has, red base, and the 66 watt has a black base. But this one has also pretty nice. Still works perfectly fine. And then we have the most interesting one, which is the Pope low pressure sodium, which you can see it has a very different base from the Philips one. And here also you can see a bit more in detail about how these bulbs work, which is very cool. It's hard to see, but the edge of the bulb is here. Made in Belgium, 90 watts, nice. And this is the inside in detail. Very cool, and I need to be very careful with it as well, because these are pretty hard to find. And now it's time for 55 and 36. And as you can see, there's a whole box of them with different base colors as well. Blue, black and red, and I also have some green ones. There's like a big pile of low pressure sodium above this shelf, the box. You can see it here. It's it's a bit messed up, but here's a green base, and here are some used ones. Some other ones I do have. Actually, a lot of 55 watts and 36, so I thought, why just not put them here? But it's time to actually look at the boxes of them. So I have a small story about how I got the whole box. And they were just replacing the lamps of them, and I worked at the time at the company that replaced them, and I saw those boxes and I just asked if I could get one box, and so I got one box. It was all 55 watt PSG, which is with the blue socket. It was an entire box of that, but I just put some different ones in there. So let's look at the sleeve of one of them. They are all the same. Here's the PSG, and just like every wattage, the image of low pressure sodium. Then the efficiency again. And as you can see, the rotation of the bulb is actually a bit bigger with 55 watts. It's a bit less specific than say 66 or 90 watts, so that's nice. Again, this is the same information, that you need the right equipment and be careful with it. And then you get this. They all have been in use, but not for a very long time, and they all work. This is 55 watt normal. I don't know what the black part on here is, but it still works, so it's fine. And here we have the 55 watt PSG. And here we have 36 watts, which is, as you can see, again as big as 55. Now it's time for 18 watt and 26 and 35. So as you can see, there's one odd package in here, but the rest is just the normal packaging again. Pretty boring. Again, the same information, but a different bulb. Here's an 18 watt one, which has seen quite a lot of use, but it still works. I tested them all. And yeah, as you can see, these are way shorter than the other wattages. Then we have 35. This one I've also seen quite a lot of use, but again, all still work. That's a bit bigger than 18. Then we have the energy efficient version, which is 26 watt. It's quite hard to get it out of the sleeve. I doubt that this one still is, it still works. I think it does, but it's not original to the package. Probably have it in use in a fixture or something. But these ones are as big as each other. And then it's time for the odd 18 watt box. So here's again same information as on every box, but a bit more spread out and stuff, a bit more languages. Here we have a very cool image of it, a bit more detail, and with a purple surrounding on it. 18. And then this is the actual bulb, but it's the same as this one. I'd love to show this box, but when I get it out, everything drops, and I don't want that, so I'm just going to do it like this. This is mostly 35 watts, like what's written on the box, but there are more than 8. And I got all of these from replacement projects. As you can see, there are some very new ones. I have one from 2020, but it's in a fixture I made a video about the STS203. I think this is a really new one, this. But yeah, here we have a lot more. And let's go upstairs, because I have some more there. So the final few are here upstairs, because they didn't really fit downstairs in the shed anymore. 36, 35, and there's some 18 one back there, but I'm not going to show that because I don't want this wall of bulbs to fall down. 26, and we have more behind this door. Oops. It's a entire box of 90 and 66. Yeah, pretty nice. Also, same story for this one. These didn't fit anymore. But now it's time for some interesting bulbs. We have this massive bulb. This is one of the biggest sizes of low pressure sodium. It is 131 watt. It's the E variant. But yeah, as you can see, this one is very big. It is around a meter long, a bit more. Yeah, it's pretty cool to have, but I don't want much of these in store. And I do have 91 watt, which is back here, but it's way too far back there to show, because this mess is like in front of it. So sorry if this video feels incomplete or something, but some bulbs aren't just really meant to show. They're just too big to put somewhere to get them easy. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.